John, good to get back into duties, regular duties?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, having the break has allowed us to put a little bit more work into the boys, and we know we got a bit more work before the Saints game, which held us in good stead for that game.
Carrazzo, an emergency, is he just not quite right, or you haven't fitted him in the 22?
Well, he hasn't quite fit in this week. We played some good footy in the last month or so, and he's coming back from having a fair stint in the on the injury list. So at this stage, he's an emergency, and we're going to go in his name.
It's a pretty big call, isn't it? Because he has been a key player for you when fit over the past few seasons.
Absolutely. Obviously Mitch Robinson comes out, and he was played majority forward, so we replaced him with a forward, and our midfield we felt's been going quite well over the last couple of weeks. So Carrots at this stage will play in the VFL and hopefully get a bit of match fitness up, and we'll go from there.
And what about taking on Eddie Betts this week? Have you got the plans in place to stop him?
Well, look, obviously Eddie's a very good player, and we know how he plays. But Adelaide's got a number of good players, and if we think that stopping one or two players is going to get us a win, then we're sorely mistaken. As I said, they've got a host of really good players that is going to mean we need to play a good, strong team effort if we want to get the bickies.
What sort of a reaction do you think he's going to get from the Blues fans?
Look, I'm not sure. That'll be one that I'm sure the media will like to see, but from our point of view, it's not high on the agenda.
Saw what the Crows did to Collingwood last week. How have you picked apart their performance and sort of worked out what they did better to turn around their form from the week before?
Well, look, their midfield got going, and their pressure was red hot, and we know that when we've got the ball in hand, we're going to need to be really smart with the ball, and we know that we're going to be in for a very tight tussle if they bring that same sort of pressure again, which we expect.
How well poised do you feel you are to make an assault on the top 8 in the second half of the season?
Look, what we're doing at this point in time is playing as good a football as we can play. We feel like the last month, apart from the Collingwood game, has probably been a more of a true reflection of the way we're going, and all we're looking at is this week at this point in time.
Have you adjusted your expectations at all from what they were at the start of the season to where you're at now in terms of where you think you can get to?
Look, our first month of football probably wasn't to the level we expected, and as I said, the last month's been a better, more consistent style of football that we've played, and we're looking to keep playing that way.
That consistency is something that Mick's talked about a fair bit. Do you think you can find that? What do you need to do to find it?
Oh, look, our leaders will be the first to admit that in the games that we've lost, they probably haven't performed to their absolute best, and we know that, as with any team, when their leaders drive performance and drive effort, that those teams play well, and there's no difference with our team. When our leaders play well and drive performance and give strong effort, that helps energise our team, no doubt.
Last one, guys. How much? It's not a very good question, but how much does the winning momentum affect the psychology of the players? At training, when they run out on the ground, to have some wins under the belt, do you notice a difference in the mood of the players when they run out?
Yeah, look, wins give confidence, but at the end of the day, when you start again, you really start again. So the game starts as the siren blows tomorrow afternoon, and we know that that we need to reset and that we need to give strong effort again, and there's no substitute for that, and we're hoping that we can give that tomorrow afternoon, and we know that's what will provide us with more consistency going forward.
Brilliant. Good man. Thanks, John.
All right, John. Thanks for the call. Cheers. Thank you.